Yeah. So, the scriptures talk about how people can be heady and high-minded. So the spirit of fear and the spirit of love, right? The spirit of love, is a courageous spirit. It's a spirit that genuinely is a sacrificial spirit too, right? But in this day and age, we could only do that shit for the, we could only show love, Salakia. We could only show love to the men of the Lord. That's what the scripture said. Know to whom thou doest good. Alright? We can get a pretty sure, but continue on though.
Back in Sirach 3, verse 15, it says, so look upon all the works of the Most High, they are 2 and 2, one against another.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't, so it's like Arp was saying, God is set, or I should say what the scripture was saying, God is set against evil. So right now, really and truly, we set against this society, and this society against us, all right? And that's why, we are uneasy, right? Because we are at war. War is not meant to be easy.
Exactly.
It's a battlefield, all right? Like it talks about in 2nd Esdras 8, going the narrow way to get into the broad, and this is the condition of the battle.
2nd Esdras 7.
Yeah, 2nd Esdras 7.
Yeah, but when you think back about it, when you was younger, right? You never used to think about enemies or things coming against you and so forth, about good and evil. You used to think about God and the devil as a teacher, right? You used to think about God and the devil, and you'd be like, it's Satan. Now, as you get older, you understand that people are your enemies too. And I mean because they harm you or they steal from you or whatever. But these niggas literally don't care about your well-being. Some man gonna want you smoke, some man gonna want you drink out your rent money, some man gonna want you do a threesome with a bitch and them type of shit, bro. Right? And this your enemy because they attacking your soul. And this when you was ignorant, because as the scripture said in Acts 17 and 30, says at the time of ignorance Most High winked at. Right? So now that we know better, we know exactly who's the enemies. If they speak not according to this word, there's no light in them.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And in these last days, a lot of darkness will come at us. And we gotta make sure our lamps are burning bright. That's why Yahweh Shai said, well, I prefer you be hot or cold, because if you lukewarm, I'm gonna spew you out. So we gotta be on fire. We gotta be like the Human Torch in Fantastic Four. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta talk. Continue though.
That was it.
What was the other one I mentioned? Oh, Slacky, go ahead.
Yeah, can. Back in Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 14, it says, for ye created all things, that they might have their use. And we basically just touch on them. Good and evil.
Yeah.
All right. Everything is 2 and 2.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
2 and 2, one against another. All right.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah. So one against the other, as ordained. So Jacob and Esau in these last days, the beginning verses the end. You know what I'm saying? Salaki has to fix the site. Yeah, the beginning versus the end in these last days. Alright? And Esau's trying to push his time. But one moment shall not pass above that the Satan in Most High thing, because that means that the Most High will be seen as a liar. Right? And he has all his counsel that And we were there. We were there when the Mosai said, yo, this can happen at this time and so forth and so forth. When the Mosai stirring up our pure minds and showing us, when we get deja vu, we get dreams, we get revelations, and we get certain things. That's the Mosai showing us again what is to come, and what came, and what's happening right now, the past, present, and future. You know. So, and that's what makes us prophets. And we didn't do it of our own, obviously, but knowing the difference is part of being a prophet. So let me get this precept in Malachi. You know, it's one of my favorite precepts. You know. Yeah, get Malachi 3:6. Oh, you had more fun. Oh, finish up on it. Malachi 3:6. Somebody saw it? 3, right?
Yeah, Wisdom of Solomon chapter 1 and verse 14, it says, for he created all things that they may have their being, and the generation of the world were helpful.
That's right.
Right? And there is no poison of destruction in them,
Yeah.
nor the kingdom of death upon the earth. All right. You know, and, yeah, right here it says, for righteousness is immortal.
Damn.
Right. You know, which basically goes to say what? If you do it, do what you have to do. All right. You know, if Israel, you know, we was doing what we was supposed to be doing and continuing it, you know, we would have continued being immortals. You know?
Yeah.
You know, we would have you know, continuing throughout all these ages,
Yes, sir.
ages with the stature, all right, with the power, with the dominion, all right,
With authority.
you know, with the authority, you know,
With the glory.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know, because yeah, because you know these are, you know, these nations, they always envied us. It talks about in
We get to do Deuteronomy.
yeah, you get it in 2nd Ezra 6, I believe too.
Can I get it? Can't read the door.
But anyway, you know, but the point I was trying to make is that, you know, Jake's falling so far now. It's like these nations, they see us as equals, you know, which we're not equal to them. We're way above them, you know. And in most cases, they even see us as below them, you know, because it said in 2nd Ezra, you know, these heathens, which was ever reputed as nothing, are being lords over us now, you know.
Let's see if we find one. I got this one.
Verse 16, it says, but ungodly men with their works and words call it to them for, you know, ungodly men with their work, all right, starting with Esau, father of lies, all right, you know, those some sweet lies that he told Eve in the garden,
Yeah.
right, you know, but what? The elect men also was lied too, all right,
Yeah,
and went after ungodly works,
That's right.
you know. Right? It says, but ungodly men with their works and words call it to them, for when they thought to have it as a friend, they consumed to naught and made a covenant with it, because they are worthy to take part with it. Right? So, hey, these ungodly, they really made a covenant with death. Alright? You know, all these nations, and even to toward Israel, because they're walking after the manner of the ungodly, you know, which is the dead.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, go to Deuteronomy 4 and 5. Good night.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 5. It says, Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as Yahweh my power commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nation.
Yeah, so in the sight of the nations, they see that the Most High gave us power, a next level wisdom and understanding, right? So it wasn't just like some little rule book. They understood that we would gain a lot of blessings just from doing what the Most High commanded, because it's in sync with the ordinances of heaven. It's in sync with when the Most High created Eden, because Eden was in Israel. Alright? Read up?
Yeah, what's in a little pamphlet?
Yeah. A to-do list or some shit like that.
It says, righteousness crash course, righteousness for dummies.
Yeah. Read up?
Yeah, it says, keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nation.
That's right.
Which shall hear of these things and say,
they can hear about it, because this is how great Yahweh Hashem Yahushai word is. This is how great it is. They can hear about it. And it's just like a good word. Scripture talk about it. What's better than a good word? Man's like shit, right? But they rid themselves of it. Right? And they try to come up with their own shit. The amendments and all the other crap. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead,
It says, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
Well,
for what nation is there so great?
So imagine how to say, this nation is a great, wise and understanding people. One nation. Like shit, boy. You know what I'm saying? Well,
what nation is so great, but power so near to them?
And a perfect example of that, right? In today, everybody trying to be black, everybody trying to be Latino, or everybody trying to be like native or whatever. You know? Everybody trying to pick up our culture, the things that we do, dance like us, sing like us, dress like us. You know, they stole all our shit and got in the fucking museum. But why you think they're doing though? Because they're jealous, bro. They're jealous. They know about our glory, but they don't understand that everything that is within us. It's in us. It's not outside of us. So you can keep all that junk. We is the fucking price. That's why they enslave us and treat us so rigorously, because they're trying to put us to shame.
Yeah,
they try to put us to shame, you know. They're trying to make us like, just now we go to Lamentations. We can stickle here a bit, Doc. We can stickle here a little bit, right? We go to Lamentations just now. You finished with that? You want to make a point?
Yeah, let me sway. It says, for what nation is there so great, who had power nigh unto them, as Yahweh our power is in all things that we call upon him for. And what nation is there so great that had statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law which is said before you this day?
You gotta talk.
Yeah, can, you know. So they was basically supposed to look at our laws, all right, and understand that this, you know, is the pinnacle of righteousness, basically, all right, of rightness, of correctness.
That's right.
No?
That's right.
You know, and like he says, this was supposed to make us a great nation, a people of respectability.
Yeah.
You know, if there's such a word, you know,
You know.
this was supposed to make us a respected nation.
Yeah.
You know, but we fell away from it. All right. There's some bitter in my mouth. Anyway, yeah, we fell away from it, and we lose everything. All right.
That's right.
You know, but hey, through the Spirit, we know trying to get it back. You know?
Okay, so we go to Lamentations art.
Which make her remember the rapper Wale, right? He said if you lose everything and get it back, then you're great. You know?
Man, that's hard. You read Lamentations 4:1. Just search. You see how Satan is working out? He come out the bus for talk with some strippers with some girl, or we sodomite shit and something like. Yo, we people gotta be destroyed, bro. Jake love fucking attention. The male Jakes, the male niggas love attention. Y'all like bitches now, bro. He stopped the bus for scandally personal business, you know, bro. He want audience, as we said on here. He want audience, he audience. And look where the stop. It's a lucky about that shit in the background, yo. You did? Yeah. This place gotta go. This is how we people turn, bro. Weak and easily triggered by simple shit. If you woman was in already, you won't go and so, you know why she vex? Because I sodomite shit. This is what this nigga saying out there, or if he saying it out, because I bugger shit. This is what this fucking nigga gonna come and say, down here of our places, you know. Down here of our place. But just goes to show that the Most High getting reports and going back, and all the going back to the Most High, so the judgment would fucking fall. That's why we threw up curses. Yeah, again. Go ahead, you go up a verse or get that verse? Which chapter is it?
2 and 15. Wrong up, of course.
Alright. Let me see it first. Read from 13.
Lamentations chapter 2 verse 13 says, what thing shall I take to witness for thee? What thing shall I liken to thee, O daughter of Jerusalem? What shall I equal to thee, that I may comfort thee, O virgin daughter of Zion? For thy beach is great like the sea. Who can heal thee?
Yeah.
Says,
So at that time Jake lost the glory. Right? This is the time of Jeremiah. Alright? That's why it's lamentation. Lament means to mourn. Alright? So the Most High is like, why gonna liken unto you now? Why gonna liken you to now? Because you're not the same Israel when I first raised you up. You know, go ahead. And I'm gonna give a description of how we were. Go ahead.
Verse 14. Prophets have seen vain and foolish things for thee, and they have not discovered thy iniquity to turn away thy captivity, but they have seen for thee false burdens and causes of banishment.
Yeah, so this when the prophets fell away. When the prophets was into paganism, was into idolatry, was into witchcraft and whatnot. Yeah, you got it.
And it says, all that pass by clap their hands at thee, they hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying,
because it was glad, they were glad that we lost our glory. They were glad that we were in the city, still glad. And they want to keep us that way. Alright, go ahead. And this is how we know this is the end. That's how we know that's the end. Because when we were younger, all we know about was Ebenezer Baptist Church and Wesleyan and Catholic and all these other things, right? But as we came in the truth, we understood that our enemy was keeping us in a strong delusion. That's what these churches are, strong delusions. To keep us asleep from our true glory. We ain't supposed to be like this. We're supposed to be teaching the scriptures like this. We're supposed to be teaching people like this. But it was the Most High will so that what he would be glorified even more. Just as the time of Noah. Alright? Go ahead.
It says,
and the time of Egypt. Yeah, go ahead.
saying, is this the city that men call perfection of beauty?
Yeah.
Joy of the whole earth?
So that's how they saw us. The perfection of beauty. The joy of what?
The joy of the whole earth.
Of the whole earth. We were that's Edom. That's Eden. That's Idan, paradise. Hebrew word Idan, right? Go ahead.
It says, all thine enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash the teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. Certainly this is the day that we look for.
You see that? You see that? But how you could forgive these niggas, bro? In slavery, this is the type of stuff. This is the type of stuff that they feel towards us. That's why they were so dread and terrible. Where that?
It says, we have swallowed her up. Certainly this is the day that we look for. We have found, we have seen it. Because it says
Where that?
this is real fun.
Perfection of beauty. That means the Most High is the author of beauty.
Don't give up, my brother.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, brother. Bless.
Alright, scripture we talk about the different trees in but basically, I can't remember where the scripture is right now off the top, but it was mentioned, the Most High was using a parable. He said he made him referring to Adam, right? And and the Israelites, right? Said made him fairer than the other trees, roughly paraphrasing, so that the other trees actually envy him, right? Just to show that, this envy actually goes back, way back, since in the time of Genesis, all right? Now when we read it in Lamentations, it seems like these Edens, it seems like these Edens finally got what they want.
Yeah.
So that's what it's saying in Lamentation. But this is this is Ezekiel chapter 1 and verse 8. It says cedars.
Hold on. Read from they're talking about. Oh, yeah, you got to start from 8 Salakia, because they had one with, it says here, Syria. There's, oh, hold on. This is Adam and those songs, right? These are the trees, Adam. But it mentioned Assyria. So we thought it was single. You could start from 8, but if you want. Is that it? Start around 3 exits. This is 3, but this is verse
18. Ezekiel chapter 1 and verse 8, it says, cedars in the garden of Yahweh could not hide him. The fir trees were not like his boughs, and the chestnut trees were not like its branches. Any tree in the garden of God was like unto him, Salakia, nor any tree in the garden of Yahweh was like unto him in his beauty.
Yeah, and they're talking about men, they're talking about trees.
Yep.
Right? It's an analogy. Right? Go ahead.
It says, I have made him fair by the multitude of his branches, so that all the trees of Eden that were in the garden of Yahweh envied him. Ooh. Right?
It's a beautiful precept.
So, this is not talking about literal trees, right? A coconut tree don't envy a cashew tree or a mango tree. You know what I mean?
Must go down some more.
Okay.
They can prove it when you go down some more.
It says, therefore thus said Yahweh power, because thou
but Salakia, but what's showing is that that every tree has a function, and these two trees can't join together. There's a sin, right? If you try to merge trees together. This is very interesting, because I said I was sent a video in the group when I'm putting a fucking carrot and a banana tree together. This thing is wicked as hell, bro. Where that?
Yeah, you actually want to make, part of make a point, right? It says, you just read the back, it says, I have made him fair by the multitude of his branches, so that all the trees of Eden that were in the garden envied him. So Mosai fashioned the Israelites a little bit different.
Yep.
Not a little bit different, a lot different.
Two manner of people are in thy womb.
Right?
Genesis.
He fashioned the Israelites a lot different, right? The way our women supposed to be, is this food and the judgment that the Most High put on them, messing them up right now.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
But you know, usually how they're supposed to be is very beautiful. You know?
Sir.
They're still, and even though they're in the lowest state right now, they're still some of the most, you know, eye-catching women. You know, best eye candies out there.
Yeah.
Right? You know, they're still beautiful. Right? But the attitude is messed up. That's why we don't really deal with them too much. Right? But the point is that the Most High, like we just said on here, taking time when he was making us.
Yeah.
You know? He spent extra time on the Israelites.
Yeah, yeah.
You know? You know, not like these other nations. You know?
He made us first. He was his firstborn. You know? Starting from Yahweh Shai on down. Alright? It's just like a child who has his favorite toy, most like his favorite people, his favorite fruit, his favorite flower, his favorite bird. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, go ahead.
This is verse 10. It says, "Therefore thus said Yahweh Power, because thou hast lifted up thyself in height, and he hath shut up his top among the thick bow, and his heart is
Thick
lifted
bow.
and his heart is lifted up in his height.
Who is that talking about? That's talking about the other nation, right? Go ahead.
I have therefore delivered him into the hand of the mighty one of the heathen."
Oh, Salakia. Yeah, that's talking about the Israelites. Salakia. It's talking about the Israelites. So he became lifted up by what? Turning away, becoming proud then, and turning away from the Most High law, statutes, commandments, right? The Most High what? Therefore delivered him into the mighty hand of the heathens. So those other trees that was mentioned, those are the heathens. We're the cedar, and the heathens is the others.
Summary real quick, right? It says, "I have therefore delivered him into the hand of the mighty one of the heathen." When you go to number 17, 24 and 17, somewhere around there, it talks about Amalek is the mighty one of the heathen, chief one of the heathen. Alright? You know? And by extension, through Edom.
Yeah.
Because the Amalekites are Edomites. You know?
Yeah. There's the head tribe, there's the grandson. It's a 1724. Yeah, this is Numbers chapter 24 verse 17. I shall see him but not now. I shall behold him but not night. There shall come a star. Oh, verse 18. Verse 18. And Edom shall be a possession, Seir, and Seir also shall be a possession for his enemies, and Israel shall do valiantly. Alright?
God with you, sir. God coming soon. Yes.
No, it's like this one.
Read the second.
17 is like, I shall see him but not now. I shall behold him but not night. There shall come a star out of Jacob. A scepter shall rise out of Israel. I shall smite the corners of Moab and destroy all the children of Seth. Right?
It's right here. So, Numbers 24 and verse 20.
Oh, 20.
It says, and when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever.
Right.
So Amalek, which is the small hats,
Yeah.
right? They're really the first of the nations.
Sure.
We're talking about the Eden nation,
That's right.
right? You know, when you look at it right now, they own everything. Hey, right now, they're killing, you know, Yeah, but technically there's it's
Arab?
Elam and Ishmael.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's Elam. They're killing Elam and Ishmael.
That's right.
You know, that is in the lamb without basically any sort of repercussion. You know,
You don't wield the sword in vain.
yeah, can't.
He's not gonna swing that shit whenever he feel like. You know?
Yep.
Guys, look at Russia. Russia and Ukraine. Russia didn't play. Russia's like, yo, we can go in there and fuck shit up, bro. Cause he might not be Amalek, but he's a Edomite and he's a dread. Putin is a dread prince. He's a dread prince, you know? He might be one of these Caesars for all we know.
Hey, and I just, thought of something, right? Obviously, Amalek gonna fuck shit up because he was almost exterminated.
Yep.
So man making the most of what
And we get it. And we get it.
It's like he was at the verge of extinction, right? So, hey, I mean, I guess he energy is like, hey, since I'm here, might as well just do the worst, just do anything I want.
Ride or die.
Right? 'Cause
Ride or die.
the history, I'm pretty sure they got the history. Pretty sure they got the history.
I got it here already.
And to an extent, I know that they know that the time gonna come to an end. They're gonna get fucked up.
That's right.
You know?